Hi everyone on YouTube. I'd like to discuss something today about karma, because as you probably know, I've been very emotional lately and very up and down with my emotions, but they seem to be settling again now. So as long as I don't have any more harassing emails or messages off different people connected with Aaron, then hopefully I will forget about him. But anyway, let's move on to my subject today, karma. Because when I had a spiritual session with my spiritual guru, Lincoln Gerger, he advised that I'm doing a YouTube video. He advised that part of the relationship between me and Aaron was to do with karma, or karmic lessons between the two of us. For instance, Aaron was in a real mess when I met him, and I think because he had a lot of problems with his ex, his cousin James Johns. I think he felt very unloved, very. So anyway, I feel like I took on a lot of his karma, and that's been to do with all the pain I felt over the last couple of years. And I think that karma was to do with the karma. Yeah, something that happened in my past, which I've hidden for years. Something happened in my childhood, which I've hidden for years, and I think that had a lot to do with those guilty feelings or difficult feelings. I think have had a lot to do with the kind of men I've chosen. It's like Lincoln says, there's a reason why you choose men like Aaron, and I think he's right, because I have had partners in the past who've treated me badly as well. I've had good partners, but I've also had bad partners in the past. Not quite as bad as Aaron, but I have had bad partners in the past as well. And I think a lot of that I was working through my karma, and I was helping him work through his karma as well, because he's a lot more stable now than what he was back in 2014. I mean, for instance, in 2014 he was trying to take an overdose, and he was trying to get me to take an overdose at the same time. The Christmas of 2014. Call them nuts over there. Yeah. So yeah. So I was working through my karma, and he was working through his. And I feel like I can now have challenged. Oh, the reason why my hands have gone all black is because I was dyeing my hair yesterday, and and I actually I forgot to use gloves, because I didn't use gloves, so I've got all hair dye on my hands. So yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So what was I saying then? Yeah, so I feel like I've worked out that karma now, and I feel like I can be in a happy relationship in the future. And I wish Aaron has a happy future as well. Happy life, happy future. Because I know I've been in this really dark place for so long, and I think it's good that Lincoln advised me to pray for him, and I have been praying for him for months for about the last 6 months. And gradually, I think through prayer, I have risen. I have I have released the energy at the root chakra, which is to do with attachment. And I think it's only through prayer that I've managed to release Aaron, so to speak. If I wasn't praying for him all the time, I think I would still. It's like what Lincoln said. I had what did he say now? An unhealthy emotional attachment to him. It was an unhealthy attachment, because a healthy attachment is where both parties are happy in a relationship. That is a happy attachment, and it's been like an unhealthy. It's been a very unhealthy relationship, to do with lying, cheating, stealing, and all that, and breaking stuff on his part, which obviously doesn't help his karma in any way whatsoever. That's why I'm wishing him luck with his life, because I feel like he's got a lot of karma to work out. And although I've helped him with a lot of his karma, I can't keep helping him with his karma and at the same time making myself very unhappy and very unstable. I need to stay true to the spiritual light within me and within everyone. So I will continue praying for him, and I apologise for any negative videos I've put on YouTube lately, because I have put negative videos on YouTube and I have put negative comments on Facebook, but I think I was working through all this hatred towards him, which showed up. The problem is because I was with him all the time, cheating on me just made me hate him. And then obviously we sorted it out back in 2015, and then obviously he left me again, and then obviously I had more hate towards him, and then obviously he left me again, which made me hate him even more. And it was a very vicious circle of him feeding that hatred within me, and then he started to feel hatred because obviously subconsciously he picked up on that hatred from me. So it was a very negative relationship, a very negative partnership, and I have seen him as a warrior in a previous life. I'm not sure whether I've ever mentioned that, but I have seen him as a warrior in the previous life. So I think that side to him is still very much there, although he doesn't know about it because he doesn't meditate. And if you don't meditate, you don't know what your previous lives are. I think he needs to work more on improving himself, for the sake of his own happiness. Don't do it for anyone else, just do it for yourself. Because if you concentrate on the darkness, then that's all then you'll just keep travelling further and further down. And also, what you give out, you tend to attract. For instance, the man he's with now, Junior Stilettos Marie Woodward, I think his name is. For instance, I've heard from different people that apparently he seems a bit similar to Aaron. That he seems very cocky, very. And I also know from the message that he sent me that he's got a very bad temper on him. And I'm not sure how that's going to work out between Aaron, who pushes people beyond the limit of human endurance, and someone with a very hot temper. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I can see Aaron being physically harmed by this person, but obviously that's not for me to worry about. I need to withdraw my energy from that, because that doesn't help me keep worrying about him all the time. It doesn't help my mental state. I need to focus more collectively rather than individually on people like him. Yeah. The sun's out, it's a glorious day. I think this has been the sunniest it's been in about a month or more. Look, see. This is my friend Lee Cattell's flat. Yeah. So yeah, I wish him well, and I apologise for the negative videos that I previously put on YouTube. Yeah. That's all really, and I think my life is heading in a more positive direction. I already feel much happier and much more freer, because as I said, I'm not sure if I mentioned it previously, but when